Hi darlings, this is Christina, and today we have an exciting new release from Chanel. The holidays, like I stated when the Hourglass palette came out, have begun, and so Chanel is trickling, as many of the luxury beauty houses are trickling out their luxury beauty collections, and I'm so excited to share the Chanel one with you guys today, at least the beginnings of the holiday release. So darlings, if you're interested, just keep watching and let's get into it. So I haven't really been on social media beauty wise recently. I have kind of curated my feed. I'm not consuming it as much as I used to for various reasons, but one of them, I just kind of wanted to start creating my own beauty style, my own beauty likes. I only found out about this kind of haphazardly. I was like kind of scrolling and I saw that they started, launching this. So I didn't even text my sales associate, I don't know, days after I found out about the release, because I kind of wanted to think about what I wanted. I kind of wanted to see some reviews because I was really excited about those blushes a lot, and also the 9-pound palette I had told you guys was coming out in the holidays. I am a fan of Chanel blushes. Nothing makes me happier, but when I saw the releases coming out and it said Lumiere on it, immediately I was tipped off to the fact that this may not be a blush duo. It may be some type of highlighter situation, which I am not really in like the market for right now. We have beautiful highlighters. The most recent highlighters from Chanel I have so enjoyed. So I'm pretty much good on my highlighters. I don't want any more highlighters. You know what I wanted from Chanel. I want a brown blush, and I saw that that was not what it was going to be. And so I'm so glad I waited, because it gave me time to pick what I really wanted. So without further ado, let's look and see. I love the way they package the Chanel things. It makes me so happy. So I did select only a few things, darlings. I selected one of the Les Ombres 9 palettes, and I also selected the liquid liner in 542 Flamboyant. And I love the lay liners. They're like my only liquid liner, and I am obsessed. My salesman gave me lots of Lay Volume mascara samples. He's so cute. So I told myself you can only choose one, and the reason why is because honestly guys, I only need one colorful palette. I don't wear color a whole bunch, and the palettes I have give me just enough color, and they are of course Chanel. Chanel's my favorite like beauty brand in general, and I have so enjoyed their eyeshadows this year. I'm still currently loving my Beige warm, was it warm palette? I think it's more than warm. I can't remember, but I'm enjoying the mess out of it. So I wanted to get something that would be an addition to. So I chose 847, and this is the Daring Muse palette. So as you can see, much larger than a typical Chanel eyeshadow quad. And it's been years since they've come out with these 9 palettes. I unfortunately wasn't on the Chanel beauty train when they initially came out, so I missed that, and so I didn't want to miss it again. So see, ooh, big difference. How cute though. This one actually has like a little box you can put it in, which I love. Anything to help me from breaking my makeup, I'm a big fan of. I had Jacob swatch them all for me, but this was the one that spoke to me most because I love this green and blue. I love the green and blue. It was like speaking to me. I was like, this is it. And I'm not a big fan of red, but I thought I could use it as a liner. So I'm going to swatch these all on my hand and show you. So this is the top row, okay? And that first like sparkly color is like almost like a rose gold, kind of like the same color as my sweater. This is this row here. So then we have the next row, the red, green, and blue. And then I'm going to put the last swatches there. And then the last row with that smoky sparkle black color, that true kind of gold color in the middle, and then that pretty brown. It's a really nice color. The swatches are buttery soft, especially with these mattes. This red one's not bad actually. It swatches pretty smooth. Like I said, I could see that more as a liner. I don't really typically wear red, but it is really pretty. And this black is so interesting. I don't wear this color a lot, but I could see that being really pretty on the holidays. I could see myself working it. And you can go as bold as you want or pretty neutral based on these colors, which I really like. This has an 18-month shelf life, and this one has a whopping 8 grams of product. Okay, so this is the Le Beige Golden palette. I knew it wasn't warm. It was golden is the name. And I have used this quite a bit, so it's a little bit beat up, but the color that I was thinking was very similar. So this top rose, and then this color here, which I have loved. So I'm looking at my finger. It's similar in tone. Let me see. So I put it on my forearm. This is the new palette, the 9-pan, and this is from the Le Beige Golden palette. See? A bit deeper, but they're definitely in the same family. If you're attracted because of that color, just know it's very similar to the golden palette if you already have that palette. This silver one reminds me of that holiday palette last year, the Enchanted Night. So here, this is grainier, okay, but I want to show you Enchanted Night and the new one, Chanel Daring Muse. And then the last one I'll show you is that beautiful brown, which is so pretty, so perfect for this holiday season, although I'm sure we all have something quite similar already in some palette, right? But I still appreciate it putting some mattes in here so you can kind of complete a whole look. And this is Latte Frappe. This was a limited edition, although I think it's still available, but you see the difference. It's definitely warmer in tone. This is more a neutral. Put that here. So we have Daring Muse and Latte Frappe. So you can see they're also family members, right? They're not the same, but they're in the same family of color. Let me show you Flamboyant. Look at that. Ooh, that's a fun orange. Ooh, and it's got shimmer in it. I may have to get a backup of this one. Look at that. That is Flamboyant. I love the eyeliners. They're my favorite. They're my favorite. They really are. Okay, so now that I've swatched and compared, now let's just do some makeup. My lips are quite pale, and I'm really tempted to put anything on it. I think I'm just going to use this Violette FR. I forgot. I cannot see right now with my contacts on. Reading wise, I am getting to that age, but it's looking so pale. I had on a little lip gloss, but that lip gloss was super light on me. So, okay, we'll just add a little bit for color, but we're gonna do a different lip look at the end. We'll start with this pretty brown color. I will attempt to get a little bolder, darlings, further into this video in regards to this color story. I may do like one eye pretty neutral and the other eye quite bold. Well, that's a nice color. Well, I mean, was it not going to be a nice color? Of course it was. Now I did put some concealer on. It is a little patchy in those places that were sticky, which makes sense. I have two Refer brushes. I like the 15 and the 14. I think I have a couple of either the 15 or sorry, the 16, because this is a great brush to like fluff it out, like take out some of that color. And then I take that same brown color, go underneath the eye. That is a perfect, perfect, perfect fall eye look all by itself. Like, if I wanted to just do this whole eye like this, right? Just pop a little shimmer in the inner corner and put that liner on, the Flamboyant. So pretty, so understated. And I think that's kind of what I've been going for more, like more subtle pops of color, less obvious on the eyes. I don't know, I've been trying to, you know, play with my color and my style of makeup a little. Just changing some things up here and there, which I'll talk about a little bit more in another video. But guys, that's so pretty. I just love this color by itself, like as a single. Okay, so let's make this the fun one. So I'm going to take this here color, which definitely is one that sold me quite a bit. I love these type of, you know, green teal colors. Even though my eyes are green, I still feel like I can get away with this color. Oh, that's pretty. Gosh, I haven't had a green like this in a really long time. Let me buff it out just a little bit. How pretty. So pretty. Okay, there's so many pretty color options, but let's say we want to kind of want to use this green somehow. I mean, sorry, this blue. It looks so pretty. Let me see. Maybe I'll just put that at the corner, just here. This is almost going to give like a peacock eye, which is fine. We're playing holiday looks, right? Okay, a little fallout there with that blue color. Ooh, okay. A little more of that brown. The holiday parties with these pretty colors. We want a little drama. This is a lot for Chanel. They really pretty much stay pretty neutral. So, you know, they may play with color, but it's in a very subtle way. I'm gonna take that rose gold color, and I'm just gonna go on the inner corner to brighten up this look a little. Take my little Refer brush. I know Refer, I think, came out with new brushes, new concept brushes. I don't know much about, but this is the 29. I love this brush if you want something really precise. I love this for the inner corner. That way you don't get too crazy, which I can do on the inner corner. Very nice. Ooh, so pretty. And I think because this is such a bright eye, I'm not gonna like do too much. So let me, I wanna take those same, I'm gonna take those same bright colors and sweep it on just the very edge. I should have one more of these. I hope they still have this particular brush, because I would like to get a few more of these precision brushes, you know, when I'm going between different looks on the eyes. Let's take the blue. You can kind of see all that. But with this palette, I would absolutely kind of wait to put on your foundation and stuff. Okay, and now for this eye, because we know we can go really pretty neutral, we know that. So I think I'm gonna get a little crazy. I'm gonna mix these two hair colors together to get like a warm fall look. Ooh, that red is really pulling through. Ooh, whoa. That is a red for you, okay? very pigmented. But I'm going to keep this pretty low, this look. I'll take these. You know, mixed those two colors, it does help kind of keep that red from looking a little scary, you know, like making your eyes look super tired. And of course I could just do this all over the lid and it looked like a pretty like cranberry eye, definitely giving like Thanksgiving look, or even a radiant holiday, Christmas, you know, type of situation. But I want to try this black color, so I'm gonna just put this here. I can see this being a really pretty liner, like eyeliner wetted a little, smoke it out. Right now I'm just going a little ham. This is definitely going to give a little more grunge look. Ooh. This is me just playing because I don't think I have played with these kind of colors in a really long time. I can't lie, it's kind of exciting. Just a little bit of this gunmetal color. Okay, not too much fallout, which is good. And now I'm going to take that gold color. I'm trying to use as many colors in this palette as I can. Kind of brighten it up on the inner portion here. And then take my little refer brush for precision. Go on the inner. Like that. Of the peacock and the smoky look. So pretty. I mean, this is definitely not an everyday look, and you need to give yourself time and play with them because you don't want to rush these kind of colors. But it didn't take me long. It actually blended pretty nicely. I think I want to blend this one just a little bit more, get a little more color. But like I said, I haven't done a look like this in a very long time. So pretty. And I'm like, do I want to end like this? I think I'm gonna have to play with this palette some more. There's only a few colors that I didn't like show you. These two colors I didn't really show you on my eyes. So I think we'll have to play with this some more. I definitely want to do more looks with this, like on the more neutral side, but that would be a very long video to do many colors. But there's other things I want to review for you today, so I'm gonna leave it like this. Now we're going to do the eyeliner, and yes, I know this is very daring. This is Flamboyant. It is pretty. It's definitely one of those colors I think that is better suited when you are when you have a single eye look, for sure. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take that black. Should I do black? Maybe I'll do the green. I'll take the green color and I'm gonna go over top of it. I may have to show that one on another time. It's really pretty though. Right now I'm just gonna go with my favorite brown, what is it, Rouge Brown Few, which came out in the spring. One of my most used eyeliners from Chanel. It's so nice. It's like this Bordeaux color, which goes with like any look. So we're gonna do that one today because I think overall it's a better option than Flamboyant. Oh, don't get me wrong, we're gonna do Flamboyant, okay? I'm gonna show you that one, I promise, but in a real look, but right, not today. Can I be really honest? The Chanel lipsticks are nice. They're not my favorite. I don't use them on a regular basis. I have so many of them. I try to incorporate them in my daily makeup looks, but when it comes down to it, I'll tell you, the Tenue are my absolute favorite Chanel lipsticks, and they're the ones I keep going back to. They're easy, they're beautiful, they're just my favorite formula of lipstick from Chanel. So I purchased another color. This is in the color Caramel Beige. It's a beautiful lipstick for fall. So I got this before I got the other stuff. I kind of purchased this when I had to get a refill of my Intense Caramel, which is my most used color to date. But this is like a perfect like entry to fall kind of look. Hey guys, the sun is hitting a weird place. I did start these videos late today, so do a double on that. Now I'm waiting for that to dry and get sticky. I'm going to take my liner. This is the Nars Ablaze eye pencil. I really love it. I want to brighten your lower lash line. It's a little more sparkly than the pink color from Chanel that I have, that I love, and I talk about all the time in this channel. I was not a fan of the actual blushes that were really just highlighters. I skipped them, but we're gonna do the Chantecaille, what is this? Cheek Gelée in the color Thrill. I think it'll work really nicely with this color story. It's pretty neutral. It's got a little hint of warmth, a little shine, and the shimmer is not like unpleasant on textured skin. It's very pretty. I remember trying these some years ago and I wasn't a fan of them. And maybe because it wasn't very pigmented, but this Thrill one, very pigmented. I was so tempted to purchase this on so many occasions, but I was like, I don't need another blush. I don't need another liquid blush, but they were on sale again at Nordstrom's, and I thought, I was picking up my Intense Caramel. Well, it's time. And I thought, why not, right? YSL Lash Clash. Now time for the other side to seal this all in. This is why these are amazing. I mean, they last. They're a beautiful matte formula. I'm not gonna lie, when I wear them too much, I do need to use like something underneath. My Prada Balm, this is the green one, so there's no color, no pH activation, but I love it underneath these type of lipsticks. like matte lipsticks if you want to change the texture. And then what I like to do over the cheek is just pat it with a little bit of my powder brush, just to lock it in, because it's gonna stay pretty sheeny. But see, it's perfect, you know. Let's mix my mascaras. I like to mix them. I still love the Volume. It has to be one of my all-time favorite mascaras still. Okay, darlings, this is the final look. Okay, I'm definitely gonna play with this some more. I really like this palette. I like that it's different. These colors are definitely not something you're gonna see from Chanel, like, usually ever. So it gives like Pat McGrath vibes, but on a much subtler level. So if you like shine, but you don't want to be like intense with it, then I would say go for the Chanel palette. Now, obviously these are more expensive than Pat McGrath and you're getting less impact, but I find that I like Chanel shimmers better, and for the most part, with the exception of these two colors, the brown and the red, this is a shimmery palette. Make no mistake about it. These are all shimmers from Chanel. Now the other palettes show you on the side from my sales rep, but I quite like that. I want to play with it some more though. This is my first time trying it. I'm trying it with you guys online. Now I have a lot of similar colors from Chanel, the exception of the brown, sorry, the exception of the green and the blue and the black. If you are a collector of Chanel, you may have some of these colors already. So am I saying you have to get it? Do I wish that Chanel also did an all neutral palette? That kind of would have been nice. Cools and warms. But each one of the Comet Collective did one of the pans. So each one features one of the ladies that are actually the creative directors of Chanel Beauty right now. I do like it. I really like this eyeliner. I can't wait to actually be able to use it. I think it's going to be such a fun pop of color, but this requires like barely anything on the eyes, which I've been doing a lot of for work. So I think I'll get a lot of use out of it. Like I said, what a pretty fun pop of color. So pretty. I think I'm going to really like that. I'm just going to review the things that I'm genuinely interested in, and if I were like a general consumer, which mostly I am, you know, these are the things I would pick up. And so I don't know what's coming for the rest of Chanel Holiday besides obviously the Chanel Holiday kits, which looks like I have a lot more. Darlings, I hope if you're considering these palettes, I hope this review helped. I overall really like it. Like I said, I want to play with it some more, but in the meantime, hope you have a great day, a wonderful week, and I'll catch you in the next one.